Yo, weebs, I hope you're having a wonderful evening, and if you are having good feelings about something, yay for you, man. Give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes, though, people will be taking things too far and start obsessing over it, pulling a Houdini on you. I can't understand what mental pacing would have to happen to go beyond that line, but I don't want to know. I might go down a rabbit hole I can't come back out of. Anyways, let's get to the point. So there's a guy out there that is a very big Ruby Rose fan, to the point where he spends a lot of effort into trying to have more time with this girl. I'm going to be using that term a lot, spend. I'm using that word a lot in this video here, and you'll see why in a minute. Now, there's a famous rapper and model out there called Ruby Rose. I don't know who the fuck this is. This is my first time hearing of her during the making of this. Apparently, she has an OnlyFans. No surprise there. She's using the beauty to her advantage, dangling that puss and titty on a hook to bait the sex-hungry man into her embezzlement scheme. And I'm not showing any sexy shit here, guys. I'm a commentator, not a porn reposter. If you want porn, repost it, go to X videos. You'll see a lot of shit there that isn't gonna be on here, for God's sake. I'm thinking about converting to Christian here after doing this. I swear to God, this is so much sex shit going on in the brain right now. I think I might actually convert to going Christian. Anyways, there's a lot of info surrounding this fester, so I'm gonna just go by what I know. So this all started when Ruby made a tweet about this so-called diehard mega simp and flexing the poor bastard for clout. This tweet says, I ran into my #1 spender on OnlyFans, crying emoji. From this looks here, man, I think a few troll bots are gonna cry right now, and for a good reason too, because you're not gonna believe this. The man on the left, who is the biggest Ruby Rose fan ever, that isn't even grappling an arm around her from the pure excitement of seeing his idol or favorite porn star or whatever. He spent $62,000 on her OnlyFans. 62,000 fucking dollars? Okay, I'm done with the human race of man. We're getting softer by the minute. I'm really gonna go convert to Christianity. See ya, bitches! All joking aside, what the fuck is this? $62,000 on a woman for 1 month. Man's gotta be withdrawing the 401k early to spend it on his pretty princess here, and all this motherfucker gets is a pose where he can't even get a proper pose with you in front of the camera, because let's face it, I bet this guy would wrap his arm around more than just her arm. It would be prompting security to beat this guy's ass for sexual misconduct, if Ruby has any. I don't condone violence here, man. Ruby and the mega simp here have a right to live as much as I do, but holy fucking shit, $62,000 and not even a hug or a kiss on the cheek? What gets me the most is how much this guy paid to get some time with Ruby. I couldn't find any info on what this guy does for a living. Some say he's a crypto millionaire playing the NFT stock market until he won the big money. I could believe it. Big ball man with a beard and glasses. He probably has more knowledge of technology than a frickin' Urban Dictionary. But apparently, he got the opportunity to be in the record booth for the late Juice WRLD. Literally, Juice WRLD in the background before he OD'd on the drugs. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Legend forever. Now, the big enchilada here is that he was on a reality show called True Life on MTV, that he's a porn addict, and everyone on the Twitter was saying that that guy on the left-hand side where Ruby Rose was posing for is the same man on the reality show. But comparing to the similarities between the two, the glasses, the bald head, the tattoos, whatever, personally, I don't think it's him. They got so many differences. The glasses are different. He has no tattoos on his neck. The guy in the MTV True Life reality show has stretchers on his ears, and he's fat. I didn't want to say that part, but there's no other way to describe it. The guy in the MTV show is fat. I'm not sugarcoating it for you, and I bet he would want to eat the sugarcoating, for God's sake. Maybe another similarity is that they both want to eat punani in the fantasy world. Because OnlyFans is basically porn, and whatever the fuck that guy was watching on the reality show was pretty much porn. Like, I don't think they're the same person, but if they are, and I'm wrong, I apologize. So whatever this guy is doing with the music recording or NFT market playing or jacking off to it on MTV reality must have had a big payout, because $62,000 is a lot. He must have or is still getting the big bucks somehow, not gonna lie. But why invest into the Ruby Rose that isn't even gonna let you put your arm around her? It's clearly a bad investment. And the cheek of it is that she went on the Twitter to go and make a post about this diehard mega simp boy that you take a lot of fucking advantage of. While it is legal for it under the freedom of expression, right, in the charter of whatever, it's morally incorrect in my opinion, especially the ones that get a good grip on the big spender for your interest and not give a lot of opportunities for them. I'm not saying Ruby Rose should fuck the man that gave him all that money, but for God's sakes, at least give him a hug or something. I swear to God. Of all that money that he's giving to you, $62,000, mind you, I think you would be entitled to a damn hug. Apparently, though, she had a reason to, because the same man that spent tens of thousands of dollars on Ruby's OnlyFans made some really tweaked out responses to her after the post of him and Ruby together went viral. But from what I'm hearing, these messages spanned it over days. And Ruby marked him under the phone as Brandon Weird OF fan. Seems accurate if you ask me, but I'm still cracking down on everyone here, man. Ruby, you're no exception. This man literally sent all these paragraphs on the messages begging for them to be together. That, oh, he's in love with her. I want to be your rock. That generic love attraction shit that makes you turn away from it. Especially if it's from a stranger. Here's an example. This one says, I am in love with you. Why don't you love me? I would do anything for you. I would fly away to anywhere to be with you. That I can all I ever think is okay, for fuck's sakes. I'm not reading all these fucking quotes, man. For fuck's sakes. I'm not a juror in the courtroom. Come on. I'll read an example where the man goes down under, though, from all of this attention she's trying to give to Ruby. He says, Ruby, stop ignoring me! For fuck's sakes, man, I'm gonna throw out my voice box. And here's the kicker, man. The guy that is the Ruby Rose mega simp literally sends a photo of him getting a Ruby Rose tattoo on the leg. Oh my Lanta, that doesn't even look like Ruby Rose. But if it does, it looks like she's having a stroke. Don't tip that tattoo artist, man. Not really good work there. So the point I'm trying to make is that this man is going sicko mode to get some of that good old Ruby Rose appreciation. But when he's getting left on read or not having the messages read at all, of course, he's going very unhinged, making these very angry comments or following this delusion that him and Ruby are a couple and we should start fucking like one. But what gets me the most is that Ruby knows about this man, how completely unhinged he is with all of the money spending on the OnlyFans and texting that, oh, we are in love, let's fuck. And she has a good idea in her brain to make fun of this man, saying, tap my face on you so I know it's... You see this kind of shit where you should just block his number and maybe get a restraining order against her or something. Protect yourself from a mega simp that has the behavior of a mental patient in the hospital. You remember the Christina Grimmie incident where she was murdered by an obsessed fan that took his passion way too far when Christina only saw her as a fan, nothing more. It drove the guy on the right to murder at a concert because he was so mentally disturbed that he would go far lengths to have Christy for herself. Of course, Christy did nothing wrong and she was innocent, but Ruby, she's using this mentally deranged man who clearly needs the doctor for clout, nothing more. No advice to deal with him, no restraining order. Woman's taking danger to the face here and looking right in it. Not touching it, of course, because look at the picture that started this whole fucking thread, man. Holy shit. Honestly, if Ruby was smarter, she could just put a restraining order on this man and block his number. Whatever state she is in to use this mental mega simp for clout on the Twitter is very concerning. If she ends up pissing him off one of these days and makes these threats of harm and death to her, I would not be surprised if it actually happened. Not that I wish it on her, but for God's sakes, that's how you end up hurt or worse. Using mental derangement for Twitter clout, for fuck's sake. As for this bald man here that spends the money on Ruby's OnlyFans, please find something better to do with the money you get. It's clear that Ruby doesn't see you as a boyfriend, and it's even more crystal that she's gonna embarrass you for 100 million Twitter views, no doubt. Get some help, man. See a therapist, and please manage your money better. Of course, my opinion means little, and this guy is probably not gonna listen to me. There's nothing I can do about it. So money down the Ruby shitter. I use that term ironically here. Whatever goes on Ruby's OnlyFans is none of my concern. But that's pretty much it for me, though. If you enjoyed my complaining, like and subscribe. Comment for more ideas. I'll be taking notes. Good night.